Is this the ritual at Kilo?
I've been kind of doing this to get a little heat.
Yeah.
I know you're a coffee drinker.
Look at that fancy machine that Jay installed
Need
here.
this in your you need this in your house, dude.
That's like a real Starbucks machine. He's not spending on any expense, Jay. Jeez.
Yeah, we're gonna do a coffee. You know what I get all the time? I'm not gonna lie.
What?
Hot chocolate, bro.
Oh.
They have a hot
That's
chocolate.
good. You blend it too, or just?
No, I just
hot?
drink. Sometimes I drink it after I train. You know, I used to love having the sugar after.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
work
yeah,
out.
yeah. Candy corn and Coke.
Yeah, we don't tell those secrets, do we? Or,
You've said it in the videos many times.
yeah, how gross was that? I put vanilla protein, Coca-Cola,
Wow.
ice. I had this refrigerator that grinded the ice, so it was like super small pieces of ice. So
Wow.
I would eat it like cereal,
Wow.
and I'd put everything in there. Like I'd pour honey in there sometimes just
Those
to
are
get
the tricks you weren't telling anybody back then.
Just to get the, and dude, that's when I actually was coming up. Remember,
Yeah.
that was when I
Yeah.
came up in 01
It's
and
old.
2. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's tricks of the trade, right?
Nice.
People thought I was nuts. You know what I loved when I would leave. I trained at that Kaleidoscope Plaza. It was Crunch.
Yes.
I think it's LA Fitness now.
Yeah. Yeah. In the mall.
And
yeah.
I would kind of, I'm 2 weeks out from the Olympia. And, I was to the point where I didn't care because, dude, I had been second so many times to Ronnie
Yeah.
that I was like, you know what, I'm just going to come the way I want to come in.
Yeah.
And so I went for broke, and I'd walk out of the gym drinking a Coca-Cola can of Coke, and people would be like, dude, aren't you getting ready for the Olympia? And I'm like, yeah. So, you got anything? You need anything? You can leave.
No, I thought I left
behind the desk.
I thought I left my phone.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'd walk out of the gym, drinking a Coca-Cola. So they just got these treadmills in. You see this? Right
New?
here? Yeah. See the treadmills?
The Techno?
So you show the treadmills, right?
Yeah. Techno gym.
Yeah. So this is. I claim this elliptical's mine.
Oh yeah.
That's what I do every day now.
Is there a sign on it like at the
No, but-
at the table at the Teriyaki Boy?
I don't know if they have that anymore, do they?
I don't know. There used to be.
Yeah, everyone's going crazy. I'll show you what even Jay hit me up about using. We're gonna do arms today, but
Your favorite body part.
well, this is. You know what, dude? I've actually. You know what? You even said this. I think to me the other day. You're like,
Yeah.
You said it's not as bad now.
You said
Well,
that on
you know
on
what-
video.
You know what it is, dude? I train like such a pussy anyway. It don't matter.
Oh,
So
okay.
I mean, I'm just training for fitness now. Do you know what training for fitness is?
No.
Like basically what I just said. Pussy workouts, you know. So he likes this one.
Oh, wow.
Have you seen this before?
No.
So the thing it turns into like a shoulder press, a decline,
Oh, wow.
incline, and it's individual.
Oh wow.
You get it?
What brand is that?
I have no idea, but like Panada makes one, and like a few of the brands make them now. But you can adjust the seat and make it like go upright and everything.
Yeah.
So it has, see how it moves on the
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
it
slides.
swivels,
And then
yeah.
people are loving this, obviously.
Oh,
This is a row.
I saw Sergio on that.
Yeah.
What is that? Doesn't say the brand.
It's called a linear
Yeah.
row.
Where does he find those machines?
I mean, they're kind of getting, new stuff's coming out. Obviously, you saw this Atlanta stuff. I've been talking about this Smith
Yeah.
a little bit.
I like that he referred, like he's re-up
Yeah.
upholster all the benches. Looks good. Oh yeah.
So remember you were talking about, you're talking about max pump and
yeah.
for where it flexes, Jim?
Yeah, I saw that.
Amen. Yeah, these are max pumps.
Oh, okay.
So some of this stuff, like this is all max pump. You
Okay.
just got. See.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is the same brand that Flex just got. Yeah.
Look at that machine over there. Was that the Biceps?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. He's always getting new stuff in here, Jay.
Yeah, and he asked me, he's like, hey, is there anything you actually want or whatever?
Wow, that's great.
This is still my favorite bicep piece here.
Yeah. Atlantis, you can't go wrong with
Yeah,
that.
so I'll do this today.
Like Gold's. They had an old one. at
Gold's had the Bicelator.
Yeah,
The
it was.
flex one, remember?
Yeah, it wasn't like Atlantis, but it was kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to start with triceps.
All right.
So what we're going to do is the same thing as usual. We're going to do some rope press downs, warm up. Maybe do a couple sets of heavier, like wider press downs, and then I'll do some extensions. We might use this Atlantis piece over here.
Cool.
But I might want to show like the overhead dumbbell, because I actually prefer that exercise, like the 2-arm dumbbell, like this.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like that really hits the long
Yeah.
head of the tricep. But we'll start with some ropes.
All right. Another secret.
All right, time to get massive. No stims, just straight pump.
You said that recently.
What?
I'm gonna get massive. Right after you took your blood test.
Well, after I do my heart
Yeah.
stuff.
Did you get the results? They said
Not yet.
Takes a few days.
I just went for everyone on YouTube. I went for a CT scan and an echo, just for precautionary.
How often do you do it?
It's the first time I've ever done it.
Oh, I've done that.
But yeah, I had no reason to do it. So when I say that's why I did it, it's just preventative. I just want to make sure that
yeah.
everything is okay, you know?
Well, I can't believe I actually did something before you.
Well, I think you had to, right? So,
Yeah.
you know, it's funny because they were asking me like, hey, what's going on? You know, I'm like, well, nothing. They're like, oh, you don't have any like chest pain? Or I'm like,
You're
no,
just being smart.
And then they're like, oh, that's really smart.
It is smart.
All right, so I'm doing a little kneel down here. I talk about this all the time. I like to get a little, I guess, into the weight a little bit. So I'm going to do a couple feel sets. And with the ropes, the whole point is to come down and get that. So I'll never go heavy, too heavy where I can't control the weight with a good push out at the bottom. Remember, my rest time between each set, that's why I like to film steadily sometimes, is 45, 60 seconds.
Yep.
Which I feel sometimes it's a little too short, depending on...
It is short.
Yeah.
I remember. When I
Right,
used to
the
train.
recovery, sometimes you can't go as heavy.
Well, you can do both. Yeah, fast and heavy.
Yeah. But you see, my reps are more explosive, so I'm just really trying to get some blood in the muscle. And I'm not counting reps, but
You're not counting?
No.
No.
I'm not going to ask you to count either. We stopped that. It's just
Yeah.
now.
Sometimes you say, "Well, how many did I do?" And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't count."
So I've
What-
been doing this fasted thing. I keep talking about this, but
Yeah.
when I can. Today is not a fasted day. I had eggs for breakfast.
Well, you came back late last night.
Yeah, I didn't get back till 2. So I had an appearance yesterday, and
How was the event?
yeah, the event was good. The event was good. I had an appearance in Bakersfield, and
I saw your story with the
Was-
line.
crazy.
Yeah.
I wish I actually could show it more. That's where it would be nice if you were there
Yeah.
to film, because
Yeah.
you couldn't see, but it was so back.
Yeah. Yeah. It's great. I love when it's like that.
I mean, it seemed like there was like 1,000 people there.
Wow.
Like, people camped in tents
No way.
overnight. Yes.
Dude.
Yeah, it's amazing. I didn't send you the picture.
No.
I thought I sent you the picture. They camped there.
Holy crap.
They had tents.
You're like a rock star.
It makes you feel pretty good.
I bet.
That you can touch people like that.
I
You know,
bet.
A bunch of kids, you know.
Tell me about it.
I mean, you remember from the time I...
Ugh. I don't ever remember tents though. That's a new one.
Max Muscle never had tents.
No, man, people sleeping in tents the day before. That's yeah. We used to have tents outside, like those 10 by 10 easy
No,
up. You know.
no, you never had the Max Muscle appearances that we went to get together. We never had tent people.
I don't remember. No, I would remember that. That's like next level.
I guess it's a new era now.
Wow.
I guess people, you know, think about it. If you really wanted to meet somebody,
I know. Did you finish on time or late or?
finished
Because usually
5:30, I think.
you always stay until
They
people
ran
are
from
gone.
12 to 5:30. It was scheduled till 4.
That's a long appearance. Wow.
Yeah. When I don't stop.
I know. Dude, I remember those Olympias. I had to meet the athletes. That was nuts.
Trying to drag me out.
So like midnight would stay there.
Yeah, that was a little crazy. All right, so I'm starting to get some good blood in here now, and I'm gonna do 2 more sets. This one and another one. We're gonna do press downs the wrong way because everyone says I do them wrong. So 100 pounds. So my grip is going to be, there's a million different variations of this. I turn the bar up like this. You see how I spin the bar? And it's gonna be a little wider, and I'm gonna lean in. Okay, I'm gonna stagger step. It's almost like a press. I'm gonna lean in, which, I don't know, how you're supposed to do that? Would you say I'm right or wrong?
You've been doing this forever.
I know, but is it right or wrong?
Wow.
Do you do them like this?
Actually, I have been doing it like that more. Yeah. I didn't used to.
Uh-oh. Someone just said, what the F?
Someone's not happy.
Oh, what'd they say? What happened?
I don't know. I just heard it.
Oh, someone's mad. One of his teams must be losing or something.
We won't have to bleep it.
No, wait here, so. So good burn. So with these, I'm trying to really, like I said, I'm not counting reps. Just getting a feel for this. So like I said, that stagger step allows me to lock, and this is one of the few exercises I've locked down. But like I'm starting to get that fullness now. And that's what's different about my training today versus back in the day where I was so accustomed to doing X amount of reps, doing 20 sets, make sure I get at least 20 per body part. Where now it's like, if I get a good pump, like I'll do only 3 movements. So like, depending.
You go more by feel now.
Yeah, so like, I'm feeling good right now. And this could be just because I didn't train yesterday, and now, of course, I ate a meal this morning, which, remember, I've been training, but I've been getting good pumps in the morning, even fast this day. So I'll do one more set of this, and then I'll do some overheads like I talked about. And, I might do a couple sets of just some finishing something, and then move into biceps. Sometimes you just got to go by feel. It's instinctive, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I could finish arms in 30 minutes if I really wanted to.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's easy when you're by yourself,
Yeah.
All right, so we don't have a shorter bench here. So some of the gyms, they have that shorter back bench. So I'm actually gonna stand and do the overhead. I'm gonna start with 65 on this. So for some reason, I'm not gonna flip this thing over. Don't ask me how.
Oh, you still do? Okay.
So
Oh, okay.
I do like to have a backrest. You don't
Yeah.
have to, but I guess look at my foot position so you
Yeah.
can kind of see. Great exercise to really get that stretch in the tricep. And the good thing is my shoulders, I still have a lot of mobility in my shoulders.
Yeah, you're lucky.
that allows me to be able to kind of, I know some people have trouble putting their arms that far back.
Yeah.
Even like squatting and that stuff. It's hard for a lot of guys to hold the bar.
Yeah. That's great.
I attribute a lot of that to the
therapy.
Yeah, to tissue work I did early. You know, back in the day I did, what did I do, 6 hours a week of tissue therapy. You remember, it was crazy. I mean, that one guy, I'd see Derek, that was an hour. I'd go see, Jason here, Steve Murphy. The guy Jeff in San Diego, see him for an hour. And then Glenn Hall, he would do the chi stuff. That was 2 hours.
Wow.
So $400 sessions.
Oh my God.
All right, so I'm gonna go, so we went 65. I'm gonna go up to 75 on this. Dude, in my prime, I think I did 160s on this.
Wow.
So this thing's holding pretty good here. I don't know how many reps that was, but I'll probably stay with that weight. Do one more set. All right, so this is the final set. So I think because of this bench, you can show it a little bit. I think because of the length of it, when I lean against this, it's not moving. So normally I thought I'd have to kind of keep my feet on this portion. So like when I was here, I'd kind of do this, but I'm not having to do that. Plus listen, man, I'm not doing 160, so it's not as bad, but it gives my back enough support.
Plus, it can go back more easily.
Yeah, you see that? I don't know if you can see the tricep stretching, but
yeah.
All right, guys, so nothing is to absolute failure. And even when I trained for Olympias, I'm probably one of the few Olympians that probably never really trained to failure, if that makes sense. Like, there was never a point where I trained, unless someone was training me like a Hani but you remember you trained with me. I mean, I don't think I ever went to the point where it's like, oh my gosh, I can't get one more rep.
Yeah.
So for me, like, listen, the track record tells it all. I think I never really, but I think I'm kind of a hyper responder in that sense, where I feel like any type of training, my body would grow, because even my form, you guys saw my form over the years, it always hasn't been that strict. And I know people have always tried to be like, what textbook says, it just goes to show. I mean, Ronnie was the same way, man. Like,
he trained terrible.
Branch Warren.
Oh, terrible.
So you don't have to do everything by the book, and
obviously,
but hey, people say, would the results be better if it was by the book? Who's to really say? The point is
if you're winning.
I did it. And not even about winning. I just felt like, when you don't have weak, I felt like my body parts weren't necessarily weak. There wasn't anyone that said, oh, Jay needs this body part. It was always more conditioning or, I mean, dude, I couldn't help my structure. Wide waist, obviously broad shoulders, big quads, I had calves. Of course, going against Coleman, the back double wasn't like his, but the width was there.
Yeah.
But I did improve the back. You remember 05.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I stepped up the game a little bit.
Oh, big time.
All right. Let me see. I want to do one more. Just two sets of something. I think I want to do this machine right here, but I just want to be careful that we don't shoot this guy next to us. So this is, simple name, tricep extensions. So this is kind of cool, where I'm going to drop the seat to the lowest level, and then I'm just going to do basically like almost like kind of a press down kind of thing. Yeah.
I've never seen this.
No?
No.
So it has different levels, but I'm using the top. So it's almost like almost works kind of like the kickback and like a dip versus, tricep extension. I mean,
Looks
a lot
like
of
a
things.
good finisher. Yeah.
I get that stretch right there, that contraction. And then what I'll do, when I finish, I'll do a couple of these.
Okay.
Just kind of burn it out.
I like it.
Still got it. All right, so this extension, like I said, I'm going to finish with a couple dips with this. This is great for, you need to try this machine.
Yeah,
if you
I like
come
it.
Here. Yeah.
I like it.
I was trying to think what I could compare it to, and I would probably compare this, when you do the cable and you do this extension, I think that would be a very comparable feel to what this machine is. Like I said, you can kind of do the different handles for different levels.
Yeah.
But I always prefer the top on this. I mean, you can see, I'm not even super strong right now, and I'm 2 plates from the bottom, so. All right, so that's good for triceps. We're gonna move over some biceps and see what we can get. All right, so we're back for some biceps. And I'm going to do a couple warm-up sets here. With me, I always drop the seat down to the lowest. I don't know why, but I just like to feel like I'm in the machine. So what I like about this position, I always talk about the lock position. So normally, if I was training in a different gym, I might do bicep curls like with dumbbells, but I'm actually going to do locked position, and today I'll probably use some of the J-bells just because it's a different feel, and then some sort of a curl movement, maybe let preacher curl a couple sets. So same thing, I'll do probably 4 exercises, but only 2 of the last one. So do a couple warm-ups, which I should be able to get blood right in there right away. Then I'll pyramid the weight up a little bit. This would be a great video to start the week, actually, with arm training. Everyone wants to do arm training.
Of course.
When's your arm day?
Friday. But we're doing it together now.
What do you mean?
Bicep and tricep.
Oh, no.
We switched the routine, yeah.
Wow, no
So
more
we-
triceps and hamstrings?
No. So
What happened?
We do hamstrings and chest, which is just as weird.
No, that's not.
No?
I think it's a little better.
Okay. I love
Kinda
doing
like
arms
a-
together.
Oh, you get such a better pump,
It's
don't
much
you?
better pump. Much better
That's what I
pump.
said. Like, I already got a pump in the biceps. One
Yeah.
set.
Yeah, much better pump. I missed it, doing arms together.
Yeah. I wonder what the switch up was from.
Because we talked about it, and I told him, I really miss having arm day. So we switched. Looks like a good machine.
Yeah. Does it look sloppy the way I'm training?
No, no.
You know someone's going to say something, right?
Who cares?
I mean, you're supposed to be my trainer today.
Me?
Do you think you'd be a good trainer when I met you, you were training those ladies.
Yeah, I was actually.
Tell YouTube what.
I was
tell
actually
everyone
training
how
at
we met.
Powerhouse in Fountain Valley. You remember that?
Yeah.
I was a trainer there, and I was training those 2 sisters for like years.
But they were the
actually.
only ones you were training at the time, right?
I started training one, and then the second came on board. But yeah, those are the ones that train like the longest for sure.
Did you charge them then?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How much an hour? Do you remember? Was it 50
They were
bucks?
giving me
or-
like $100 a month for 3 years a week. Not much.
Gosh, that's nothing,
They
Dave.
didn't have a lot of money.
I know, but like, I guess that.
It says 200 for 2.
So, But $200 went a long way back then.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there was no inflation. This was like what year?
That was 2001 I met
Yeah,
you after
yeah.
the '01 Olympia.
Yeah.
It was like literally the week after.
Was it?
So I got second on Saturday and I shot.
With Lund?
I was shooting the
no,
MD. I was shooting the MD with
Per Bernal.
yeah,
Per Bernal.
like on a Wednesday,
Yeah.
Tuesday or Wednesday. I think I was there.
I used to love that gym. Didn't you like that gym?
I don't remember it.
Really?
Because it wasn't there. I don't think when I went. Was it? When I moved there? Yeah, because I was living there then. I never went there.
No, it was kind of far from Lake Forest.
Yeah, it was.
You know, you're getting around Costa Mesa, Newport, like those areas. You stayed down south more.
You know, I got in my groove and I trained at the gyms I was comfortable, just like now. I mean, as much as I love Fit Club and I love, you know, Powerhouse and Flex's gym and I mean, all these gyms, Strength Culture, but I always end up coming here because
it's so close, first of all.
And you know what the thing is, like we're shooting YouTube today and like I just shut the music down so we didn't have to worry about
You have more
because
control.
think about anytime we've gone and shot at any of the gyms, we have to be like, hey guys,
It's
can we shut the
really
music down
hard.
for a short time?
It's really hard, yeah.
Because they crank the music in these
know.
gyms,
It
which
makes
I think is good and bad.
makes it difficult to film. But you know, there's some gyms like back in the day when the World's Gym was there, no music in
know.
there. Joe did not want to have any music.
Yeah, Connors was talking about that on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he talked about the no music in the gyms, and like some people liked it, some people didn't. I mean, he liked it. I think he liked the social aspect. He says now everyone's wearing headsets,
I know.
so no one really has conversation. Where he thinks the gym, the drive to go to the gym, is the social culture.
Of course.
I mean, I never was a social person at the gym.
I know. I love that. I love going to Golds and seeing everybody, and it's a great motivator.
Well, dude, I mean, a lot of people, like you found a lot of people because of Gold's Gym
Of course.
the social aspect.
Gold's Gym, Max Muscle, that's how I got to meet everybody.
If you didn't think how many careers you made an impact on, and you've learned that.
Yeah.
We just were talking about, you know, like people that you've spoken to lately that you probably haven't spoken to.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing, dude?
It's great.
It changed your whole perception of life, right? You probably thought, gosh, I haven't talked to this person forever, heard from this person, and now like you're reconnecting.
Yeah, I know.
And I talk about that. I talk about like let's walk this way.
Okay.
So I talk about, you know, goals, setting new goals for the week.
Yeah.
And I say it can be as easy as reaching out to someone that you have not spoken to in a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
And how much it means to people. And like, honestly, I mean, you've heard from people that probably you haven't spoken to. And look, you just told me, dude, my demeanor is really good this week.
Of
right?
course.
I think that's awesome. Like, that's the best thing. That's the best thing I've heard all day.
Really?
Yeah, that like, you know, listen, conversation sometimes, because you get lonely, man.
I
Not
know.
lonely, but you get just sheltered.
Yeah.
Because it's Groundhog Day, right?
Yeah.
Eat, sleep, train, work, duty, you know, chores that we go through on a daily basis.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to talk a little bit about this. Okay, J-Bells. J-Bells are...
Your bells.
J-Bells, yes. What's nice about these is with dumbbells, I feel like you get, like as you kind of supinate or whatever, you get a little heavier. How do I explain it? Like the pressure moves around. Where this, because it's like a bowling ball, you stick your hand in it, and it's just a steady,
Is it more centered?
even weight. Yes,
Yeah.
it's an even weight because it's your hand's in it. So I'm going to do my alternate, which is similar to what I was just doing, but just a little less restrictive. And I love these. So every time I do arms now. I tend to use these.
Okay. You get one with your name on it, right?
Yeah, on my desk. I think it's up in the cabinet over there too. Not inside the gym, but it has Cutler on it. But that's one of the things I always wanted to hold on to is my arms.
No, of course.
Like I feel like now, I mean, obviously I've lost some size, but I still have shape to the biceps.
Yeah.
My arms were so hard to grow. I don't know how, like yours, what your...
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, arms and legs for me. You had crazy legs right from the get-go.
Yeah.
That was your biggest body part when you were younger.
You know what's crazy though? When I look at people's physique that have big arms, I feel it's harder for them to grow a back because I think their arms take a lot of, like the pull-ups and, you know, all the power comes from the arms. You know, usually the arms are that big and they have a lot of strength to them, right?
Don't you feel like a lot of people have either good chest, good back, and weak arms or legs, or great arms and...
A lot of people have just weak limbs in general.
Yes.
Like they got crazy chest.
Yes.
Or a crazy back, but like you had a great back.
Yeah.
But your arms sucked.
I know, arms and legs. I mean, at one point they were better, but it's always.
I mean, you had decent calves. I have to give you that credit.
Yeah.
Like you were able to build, you know, and your legs weren't. I mean, they weren't terrible. I mean, I used to joke and say
towards the end
you had chicken legs, you know. Well, I mean, you won. What show did you win?
I won Lonnie's show.
West Coast Classic.
West Coast. I won the Legend the first year they had it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That burns.
Looks heavy, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it looks heavy. In the end.
That burned a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Do I need to explain this exercise?
It's self-explanatory.
I still think this one is probably the best one.
I love this machine.
I think it's the better one.
Yeah, great angle. And
So what we'll do with this, we'll do 2-arm. I used to actually prefer 1-arm. They had this at Lake Forest. We were just talking about California.
Oh, yeah?
Lake Forest World Gym. Yeah. Remember that gym?
Yeah.
They were the original murals on the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
They had the
Troy Zucolato, Dennis Newman used to
but
train
remember
there.
Ralph DeHaan used to shoot all his pictures there.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. All right, so pretty standard. Go through the reps. I don't come all the way up. Remember, constant tension on this. So you'll see me come up. I'm just gonna do 1 rep just so you guys can see to here. I'm not gonna come all the way up. Okay, you don't wanna take the tension off the biceps. So good contraction. I'm actually squeezing the biceps through each rep. It's kind of like a piston here. You count those reps?
15.
Wow, really? That's a lot.
I actually counted, yeah.
That's a lot, man.
You just kept going.
Shit. Is that too many, you think?
No, it's feel set.
Would you do... Yeah,
We'll
but
do
that-
15
I'm not
sometimes.
gonna- I don't think I'm going to go up in that weight. I don't think I'll go up in that. Remember, I tore both biceps. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm always careful. Do you do this movement?
Yeah. We'll do it 1 arm also sometimes. Sometimes 1
Do you
arm.
use
sometimes.
a selectorized, or do you use a weight bearing?
Selectorized that they have it.
Because I don't think they have this in where you're training, do
No,
they?
I wish. That's
What's
a
up,
great
Paul?
one.
Just because I'm only going to do 2 sets here.
$12.
I actually quit just because of you.
Why?
Because you counted too many reps last time.
Okay.
I can't be the 12 rep guy and then do 15. How's that going to make me look? I didn't even count that, and I still did.
Yeah?
I swear I didn't.
It's second nature.
So for you guys that have been following for a long time, Dave's officially my rep counter. He doesn't ever want to train, but he quit training with me.
You're too hardcore.
Because because tell people, you're the smart one. You're only in the gym 4 days a week.
4 days a week, yeah.
I'm in the gym 7.
Are you?
Oh, I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Or until well, yesterday I took off. I lie.
Well, because you had to, right?
Well, I mean, I could have trained, bro.
You could have? Okay.
But, I mean, come on. I drove back after the event.
I mean, you were on your feet so long. It's like
yeah,
I mean,
it's kind of
energy. Yeah.
It's kind of pointless. You know, it's funny. I was in the workout gym at the hotel, which actually pretty decent. I had like 70-pound dumbbells. Oh. I'm like, maybe I'll train arms this morning. Like I did cardio for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And but then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be flexing my biceps all day. So if you look, I just posted on Instagram all the pictures.
Yeah.
And it's like every picture I'm flexing with people. Yeah. I don't know why that is. I still want to flex with everyone.
Well,
because I feel like if people are coming to see me, they kind of want to flex.
Yeah, of course.
Does that make sense?
Of course. It's, people don't realize, but standing on your foot for 5.5 hours at those, it just takes it out of you.
Yeah,
man.
It does take a lot out of you, right?
Of course. It's not easy.
I'm going to use a little thicker bar here. So I got a 70-pound barbell. I can't go as heavy with the fat grips, but
of course not.
What I'm going to do with these, the reason I do this is it does bring different fibers in there. Also helps with forearm strength. I mean, I talk about the brachialis. Listen, my forearms have lost a lot of size since I quit doing all the heavy movements. You can isolate your forearms, but a lot of the pros do not, because we get enough from all the movements that we do with the heavy lifting.
Lee Priest used to say that. He never trained forearms.
Yeah, I mean, think about all the curls you do and the rows, so you do indirect forearm work.
Yeah.
But with these fat grips, it stimulates a different fibers that I normally hit using a regular bar. And my preference is still the straight bar when it comes to doing curls. They do have the cambered set over here.
Yeah.
But I always prefer doing the straight bar. And once again, my form is not perfect, but I'm going to power my way through and utilize the fat grips here. Did we count those?
No.
Oh, good. Okay. This is it.
That's it?
Yeah, so abs, cardio.
Then eat.
Another day. Eat.
Yeah.
Live the dream like you, bro. Sundays in Vegas.
Yep.
We're going to wrap this thing up. 20 minutes post-workout.
You still do the walk in the morning by yourself?
I do the walk the dog, but that's just up and back.
Yeah.
So now the schedule has changed. So like I said, I weight train. You always want to weight train first because you are going to, whatever glycogen you have left on a fasted state in the morning, which some people it could be nothing. For me, I definitely feel good in the workouts. I feel light. I feel really refreshed. I think the people that talk about fasting is very similar to the feel that I'm getting now. When I wake up, have some water, walk the dog, feed the dog, I mean, listen, I'm up pretty good amount of time. Then I go to the gym and I train fasted. I take a little aminos, so maybe I'm not fasted, but I take some Generate, some glutamine, some creatine, and then hit the weights, 20 minutes of this after, just get the heart rate up there a little bit, you know, keep the body flying, get right out, feed it. And that's it. You know, it's a pretty simple formula, but like I said, today I did eat. Today was arms. You saw me do some triceps. I would say 4 movements. Biceps 4 movements. And I'm feeling good. I feel good. I'm back. We're kicking off the week right, so this video will go up earlier in the week.
Yep.
And then hopefully we'll get a jaywalking in for sure.
Yep.
And we'll be talking about, like we said, we just talked about, you know, the Kai Green. I think that was kind of the title of our Kai Green versus Brandon.
That was a good one.
But we have the Detroit Pro next weekend.
That's right.
To kind of, we'll see what the lineup's going to be.
Yeah, I don't know who's competing there.
Now, this guy Seb is competing, that Chris Aceto's training. He's really good. I think James Hollingshead, I think he might be competing. And I don't know who else is in that show.
I know.
I'll have to take a look at it, and we'll talk about that in the jaywalking.
Yeah.
But once again, guys, Dave and I in the gym on a Sunday. We're trying to get a commitment to be. I know we kind of had a hiatus from some of the training stuff, but we'll be filling in and trying to get some rhythm back in our schedule. I know some of you guys continue to use this as motivation, but different schedule, different mindset now.
We're gonna try to see the newer gym also you were talking about when we can.
Yes, we need to try to do that. So maybe we'll get that scheduled since I'm here next weekend too.
Great.
There's a show here next weekend.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, Samson's show, I think.
Oh, that's a good one.
So David Bay's coming to MC it.
Okay, nice.
So once again, for Dave and myself, JTV guys, make sure you guys comment below, give us your thoughts. Big shout out to Dave. I know a lot of you guys have reached out to him. And let's keep pushing, all right? Talk to you guys later.
All right.
No mercy for you. No worries for you. That Game of Thrones. Go Cersei on you. I flipped the script. I roll the dice. Don't fall asleep, cause I'm working nights. Hey, you trying to shut